Hello humankind, hope you're well. I'm going to read you a poem out called Ignorant Man. When the winds from the east start to blowing in a fashion now known to all man, comes a star that will blind all the starlets, comes the all-seeing spiritual clan. They shall cleanse you of all of the bad thoughts, they shall overcome temptations within, and the holiest of all holy people shall find solitude once again. When the winds from the east start to blowing and the shores are all washed away, when the air that you breathe is a pure one and the armies have all turned to clay, there'll be one that will rise from the debris, there'll be none to falter his path, and the land shall be cleansed of the toxins that were put there by ignorant man. Blow eastern wind, blow with all of your might. Take up the forces of man and carry them into the night. Blow eastern wind and rid the motherland of the ignorant toxins made by ignorant man. Where the hell do you think you are going? Do you think you can outrun your past? You just loosen the lid on the bottle. The next drink that you take is your last. Such a shame that you can't buy your way out, like you've bartered so many times before. All the wealth in the world is no good now. The fear shakes you right through to the core. Blow eastern wind, blow with all of your might. Take up the forces of man and carry them into the night. Blow eastern wind and rid the motherland of the ignorant toxins made by ignorant man. Do you wish for a lifelong extension? Do you wish for reprieve from the clan? Well, it's too late for regrets, so don't do it. Face the eastern wind like a man. It will all be calm in the morning, there'll be peace and quiet at last, for the winds of the east have been working. Now man is a thing of the past. So, that's a bit of a doom and gloom one, isn't it? It's alright. Of course it is. Funny writings. Oh, do you like my tattoo? That's awesome. I love that tattoo. Let's see if I can show you. Half Native American. Can you see that properly? Can you see that? Half Native American and half owl. I think it's quite clever, that. It's good, isn't it? There you go, that's better. There you go. Yeah. I got that done with a guy. I got all my tattoos done in Las Vegas, actually. Yeah. I used to go to Paradise Tattoo. And the last one, because the guy who I used to use, I think he went back to Philadelphia. And the last one that I got, this one, was done by a guy called DJ. Well, I just knew him as DJ. And he's apparently, it was on the, I don't know if he won, the ink, there's the ink competition programme that were on telly a few years ago. You know, I don't know, I ain't got a telly like I said previously. I haven't had a TV for about 8 or 9 years, so don't miss it. Don't miss the devil's box in the corner. So what we're going to talk about? How's your stuff going? How's your stuff going? I hope that you're getting through it. I hope you're keeping a smile on your face. And if not, then it's okay. Feel your feelings. It's alright. It's alright. Feel your feelings. Like I've said previously, get into them. Acknowledge them. Become aware of them. That's the way to heal. That's the way to heal. We can heal. We can change this planet. We can change this world we live in. All on us. All on us, mate. All of us. We can. Of course we can. Yeah, of course we can. So, yeah. I used to like going to Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're good. Some beautiful family, friends over there. Beautiful. Anyway. So, what are we going to talk about? What would you like to talk about? What shall we? Shall we make a story up? Shall we? Shall we make a story up? What about the magic swing? What about the magic swing? It's only recent that I've not really done it. I still do it on odd occasion. Tell my son a story. You know, I used to make them up every night. Every time he stayed, came and stayed. Just tell him a story. Yeah. Yeah. I'll sing him a song. But predominantly it was telling a story. I wish I'd recorded them. Oh, I don't have. God. I've got plenty to do for these vlogs anyway, but crikey, I'd have had years worth. I'd have had 13 years worth of stories. Little kids' stories, just making stuff up, you know. Yeah. It's good. Enjoy it. I enjoyed myself. So, right then, okay, so let's make one up. The magic swing. Now, there were this little human being. Don't matter if it were what genre, don't matter, you know. There was this little human being. And at the back of the house was a swing. A wooden frame. It had been bought by the grandma for this little human being. And she'd actually been to out just at the edge of the woods, but there's always the woods in there, isn't there? There's always the woods, there's always the trees. There's always the trees. I love it. So just at the edge of the woods, there was a cabinet maker. Don't ask where it comes from. Somewhere. There was a cabinet maker. Right. And this cabinet maker, it was old. It was very old. It was very old. And she went to see him this one day. And when she got there, the door was open, so she knocked. You know, she was very polite. She didn't just walk in, she always knocked, you know. And she knocked and she walked in. And she couldn't, and she said, hello, you know, cabinet maker, are you here? Anyway, so, and the cabinet maker, she couldn't see him. So she walked in, and you know, and there was it was like his workshop. This was where it was like a shop with completed, you know, cabinets, but also the workshop. It was all one. It was like one big room. There was a curtain across, and it was on a thin line. It was on a little line, a thin line. So, and she stood there, you know, she was quite patient. She stood there for quite some time. And then she kept saying, hello, but no answer. So she went and she moved this curtain and had a look. And what she saw was this, like a circle of glowing energy. It was just glowing energy, this circle. And she wasn't afraid of it or anything. It was beautiful. It was a lovely golden energy. And she was quite mesmerised by it, actually. And then the energy transformed. And lo and behold, I love that. Lo and behold, there was the cabinet maker. She couldn't believe her eyes. You know, he just basically took form in front of her. But it was such a kind face, you know. He was such a nice fella, you know, such a lovely man, a lovely soul, a lovely expression of consciousness, a lovely expression of awareness. And she had such a lovely, loving, warm feeling towards him. And he just smiled and walked out, you know, past her. He just said, "Good day," you know, and walked past her over to where his cabinets were that he was working on at the moment, you know, at the time. And she sort of followed him in, you know, and he said, as if nothing, you know, had happened, you know, as if it were just like the norm, which it probably was for him. Shall we make it that it was the norm for him? That might be good, might it? So, and he said, "How can I help you today?" Well, she said, and she just carried on then, you know, as if it were not what had happened, you know. And she just said, "I'd like a swing making. Could you do that for me? Could you make a swing for me? It's for my little human." It's for this little expression of consciousness that's my grand so-and-so. Oh dear. So he said, "Of course." She said, "Could you make a special one for him?" No, she didn't, because he wanted him. "Could you make a special one for my grand so-and-so?" So anyway, come on, get on with it. So anyway, he said, "Of course." Well, he set about this wood, and it was almost like he was weaving his magic on it, you know. It took shape. So, and the tools which he were working were flowing. It was flowing. The energy, the flow, the ki or the chi, or, you know, the flow of energy. And he shaped this wood, and it was almost like it was a sweeping motion, you know. And every time he swept his hands across, it took more of a shape, and every time it's, you know, with his tools in his hands. And it was like watching a real artist at work, you know. It was almost like it was a dance. It was performing a dance while he was working. It was quite beautiful to see, you know. This is where you've got to use your imaginations, you see. Beautiful to see. So, and in no time at all, he'd made it. He said, "This is especially special." That's what he said. "This one's especially special." He said, "I've made it out of the rarest of trees. I can't tell you what it's called because I don't know." No, he said, "I can't tell you what it's called because it's very sacred. And it's a secret. It's a secret. So, he loaded up the tree. It was a little horse and cart. You know, it was a donkey actually, it wasn't a horse. It was a donkey. So he loaded up the cart and walked by the side of the donkey, walked back with the lady, and they put the swing in the back garden. Now, he said, don't worry about anything should your little grand so-and-so, should you not be able to find him for a little while. Those for a little while. Your grand so-and-so will be very safe. So, with this, she paid and away he went. And she thought, it's been a long time since I've sat upon a swing. So she sat on this swing and she started to swing backwards and forwards. Yeah. Before she knew it, wow, she was swinging higher and higher and higher. And then as she got, you know, she was feeling like a child again. This wonderful, and it was like the most beautiful sparkling blue, like a glitter, opened up in front of her, and she went through it, and she went through it, and it took her back, because she were right happy swinging on that swing. And when she went through that portal, it took her back to the happiest time that she'd ever had in her life, when she was a child, you know. And the feeling of love that she had and happiness, it was so pure. And she was standing with her little feet in the water, just at the water. It wasn't deep, it was only a stream. 100,000 glitters of gold as that sun shone off it. That lovely trickling sound as it went past, you know. And over in the distance she could see the rabbits on the hillside. Yeah. And the sounds was, it wasn't cars. There was no cars back then. Not this time. It was just peaceful. It was just peaceful. It was very safe. Yeah, it was very, very safe. She felt so safe and happy. Yeah. She took a breath. And looked about. And very content, she just said, thank you. She was grateful for that experience. And with that thank you and that being grateful, she was back sat on the swing. Yeah. It was a lovely experience. And one thing what she did do was every time that her little grand so-and-so wanted to go on the swing, she always sat on the swing and had her grand so-and-so on her knee. And they both went together. Oh, a nice little story. It's nice to be able to switch off. And I think we need this. I think we need to switch off from the mind chatter. Switch the tellies off, man. Switch the negativity off, you know. Yeah. Do yourselves a favour. Yeah. Because it really is, you can get hooked on it. And when it's low vibration, it's going to keep you there. And I know that you'll feel inside that, you know, something needs to change. In this world, something needs to change. Because it's, you know, these vibrations, low vibrations, it can't keep going like this. So that's why we're going to try and up the vibes, aren't we? That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. I'm saying that's what we're going to do. That is what we're going to do. That's what's going to happen. Without a shadow of a doubt. Because there's no going back. There's no going back. It's onwards and upwards. For definite. So, you know. But isn't it great when you can use a little bit of, you know, imagination and picture it in your mind, you know, because it's nice to switch off from the mind chatter. And that's where such as Eckhart Tolle's and other, you know, lovely, wonderful expressions of awareness can help you focus and be in the moment. Yeah. Not in the past, not in the future. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the story, you know, and please click on subscribe, give us a like if you've liked it, and thank you very much for listening, and I will put more videos up, and a little bit further down the line I'm going to be putting some music videos up as well, you know, so you can check those out. And I'll be recording some songs and just singing a few songs, you know, as well, and putting those up for a change, you know. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name's Steve Appleyard, and until next time, humankind, take care. Look after yourselves. Bye.